And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
They give it to him again. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Peters. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The run from the shotgun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Going to take a shot on second and short. It's complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Momentum is such a real thing in college football, and scoring that touchdown here in this 2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the second half.
He'll bring it out. It's Hess. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass. It's Peters. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Finds his tight end. There he goes. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fakes to grab. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
On target to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, looking for a man. Wide out, trying to get it in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers. And
he tacked on the extra point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Let's go! Let's go! Dropping back, it's Peters. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the move. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The short hands, it's Beckham. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Texas offense. Here's the handoff. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Throwing right. Found a seam. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Got it behind the line. It's Claiborne. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and that's just on to the next down.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Lawson. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be.
Down at 2nd and 9. On the option. He'll pitch it. Jukes his way for more. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. Just remember, that quarterback can north-south and make plays, too.
Calls his own number. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas. Other scores from around the country. Slippery Road, 28. Edinburgh, 23.
The Longhorns will try to move the sticks on 4th down. On the move. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Got a little space. Shakes off the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete on the right side. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Give to the running back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on him, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to the ground with the running back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football, fourth down. Great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. And the Longhorns just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Lawson. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Looking for room, it's Jennings. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense will use a timeout, 22 seconds remaining in the game. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll ride his man on the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's loose on the right. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to